Hello boys and girls, welcome to another session of Let's Play LA Noire. I'm so happy to have a little bit more time of recording some gaming sessions again. Let's see what comes next. Manifest Destiny.
Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 syrettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Yeah, it sounded familiar. First time...
I'm gonna memorize your name.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
God damn it. Just can't seem to put this.
I thought there was a bad save game
It's not good.
because it sounded almost like the previous case, as far as I can remember.
Phelps.
What did he say? Sorry, I didn't listen. God damn it, we just can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. Yes, I don't remember who is... or actually, who died. So there was a shooting, some dead guys, two of them had, again, this army surplus morphine. Get there before homicide tramples all over the place. Ah yes, so clearly this has been first investigated by the homicide department, but has been forwarded to our vice department. Personal stash of 20 syrettes. And that's why the judge. That's what the judge had, and probably because why he was killed. Everyone has their vices, even you, Phelps. I don't know what vices exactly are. I looked the word up. It's some.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
I only found a meaning in connotation with crime and investigation. Don't exactly remember
Swipe at me. Put him down with my sack.
what it really meant. Exit. Here we go. Is it a different police station, or was it that long way out? Okay, so what do we know? The 111 Club, we have it as a destination, so you can drive, Roy.
You're behind the wheel. Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
Who are Parker and Green?
About time. This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
I wish I knew who he is talking about.
Homicide guys are already inside.
I knew it wasn't safe around
Phelps.
here anymore.
Back again. We're here about the morphine. Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
Two musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree. We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
I didn't get how Phelps could have guessed who the other two musicians are. Did we met them before? I'm playing this in a very rarely, so that I forget almost all the details of the previous missions or sessions. I don't remember the names, what exactly was going on and stuff like that, which he's clearly referring to here. Over by the bandstand you can see what's left of the owner. So the owner of the 111 club is Eddie McGoldrick, and Cole knew him. I don't know who a non-com is. Communication something? Wow. Or communist? I have no idea. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club. And the other two victims are musicians Biddleston and Bow. I don't remember these names. Get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, so like a 4-piece band of 4 members. The trombone player, and he OD'd, like overdosed of drugs. Don't tell me, Lamont and Tyree. I remember the name Lamont, but I don't know who he was. Was the black guy? Okay. Over by the here. Oh, now that was some shooting here.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
So we'll take a look at him. I hope I pressed the right mouse button. Yes.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him.
Yeah.
Certainly sends a message.
So this is one of the musicians. Wait, don't you want to touch him and look what he has in his pockets? No? Okay. Whatever I'm clicking, he's not doing anything. Clues. Right, have a look at it. What do we know about the morphine?
Find anything interesting?
What mouse button is to click? Here. About people. So this was there is really nothing to be seen on him. I must check because it looks like he has a piece of paper in his pocket. I'd like to take a look at that.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Because he's not doing good with the waitress. We have a telephone here. Something. I hear the sound of evidence being around.
Another day, another dollar.
Not him. Ah, here. It's nothing. What is that little dot on that bottle? Is the graphic glitch? Wait, wait. Is it the rest of a cigarette? Maybe.
Wrinkle was not one of the things I wanted to be when I was young.
Again, Club 11. Oh, look at this. So where exactly is the bandstand? Wait, was there another thing? Mm-hmm. Bulls EXO or something. Cigarette machine. Oh, here's the second musician. Biddleston.
I think I've seen it all.
Nothing strange here. Lots of blood. Oh yes.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Hmm. Who knows? Other pocket, possibly? Wait, no, no, no. Nothing. Other hand. How about the breast pocket? Can't navigate to it. All right.
Well-maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Mm-hmm. No, don't close it. Why do you close everything I open? What is this? A mouthpiece. Mm-hmm. Well,
What's
have a
that click?
yeah, have a look at all three of them. I think it's under there. Don't close it. Under that trombone bedding is something else. Huh. There's a... Yes.
Neat trick. Case must have cost more than the trumpet.
So let's see.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
Blue room. Mm-hmm.
Never the same, are they?
Well, take it. You can use it as for entry to that club. In incognito.
He kept his stash close at hand.
This is what he injected the morphine with. Some needles as well. Wait, 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 open it again. It wasn't all what's left. What about that? Only these two things? Okay, as you wish. And this is just his trombone. All right.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Yeah. Lots of damage here in the room, isn't it? What is here? Have you found something, Roy? Is there something? I don't see anything there. What's this? Oh, so cigarettes.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Isn't it a little too much for the small machine and demand they have here? Can you open it? Look at whether it's cigarettes inside or something else. Weapons. Wait, there is a number?
These look brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Good idea. But let's talk to the waitress. Maybe she'll tell us something we can use. What is there, Roy? Is there something I'm missing? So, Mrs. Waitress.
Captain wants this one cleared up quick. Let me know how it goes with the dope.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Her day off. So what she's doing here when it's her day off? But she moved her eyes in hesitation, like when she told she has no idea. I can doubt it.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Slowly. What did she exactly tell me? I was so surprised that this may be the right question, or this place has been on the slide for years, so this is not the first kind of incident or a struggle or shooting something. Eddie turns up. Eddie is who? Who is Eddie? Eddie is Eddie is that guy from army who I know, who bought the club. Eddie McGoldrick. Yes, so he bought the club. Then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day's massacre. I don't know, St. Valentine's Day massacre, but it must have been something horrible where people died, and she's comparing this to that. Anyway, she must tell me something about this Eddie. So she knows him somehow.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Yeah, I believe that.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Eddie was what? Eddie was in over his head. I don't know this expression. So maybe he was somehow a bit weird, maybe because of war, flashbacks or something, but he was an okay boss. All right, let's go to what Roy said. Goodbye, Bukowski.
Phelps, work the morphine angle. I'll work the stiffs.
Yeah, so let's go back, Roy, and check what was in that shipment.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
Or should we go to the blue room? Wait, we have a phone here, but I cannot use it.
I swear, this town is going to
Well, let's see. Go to the police station and see.
Keep talking.
Can you drive to
Somebody
this
say
one?
something intelligent.
What's happening here? So many photographers.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Who is this Stoker?
Aren't you supposed to be working the
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolridge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolridge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Hey.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
McGoldrick here. That's the owner, isn't it? I don't see through. What is this? Passengers of the ship. Valor cigarette carton.
This is the crate we recovered.
Yes.
I want to make homicide. You know you made
This is the weapon.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
This is
500,000 syrettes loose on the streets of LA.
500,000. Oh, that's some amount.
I'm thinking of moving up.
And what is so
I want to stop.
we found this partially this, but well, that was 300 of these weapons. And what is this?
Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
Wait. Goldrick was shot at the club? Oh yes, he was, but we haven't found his body, did we? I didn't investigate him. I should see. I want to see his brains all over the club. I didn't see that. We only saw the 2 dead musicians, and not McGoldrick.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
I need to go back to that club. Maybe he had something on him which could lead us
I didn't want to arrest the kid.
through the case.
Yeah.
I don't want no part. Captain finds out, we're dead.
Wait, you're sitting in the wrong seat. Go to the 111 Club. I want to go back there. Oh boy. If I'm feeling like I'm missing something.
You know the way. You can drive.
How well did you know the owner?
McGoldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
What's the special with it?
Else Lichtmann. Oh, it's so full here. Really crowded. Or are they just rehearsing?
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lichtmann. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Unterstundenführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Okay.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
I don't like it. Well, I have no evidence that she has anything of this stuff, and she is. I don't know whether she is actually buying drugs. I'm assuming she is, but I have no evidence for it. I have no proof. Since I have no proof, I can doubt it. That's my best guess. I hope it won't be too bad.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
That's correct. I wouldn't have thought otherwise. But I thought she would have the connection to that drug dealer, and she'd tell me it. Well, did you know these victims, Miss says?
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, she lies, but I must think whether I have any counter evidence. I may have evidence that that ticket to the Blue Room Jazz Club one of the dead musicians had. Maybe these musicians playing in this club know each other. That could somehow make me think that she knew this one of the dead guys, not the bow, the other. Let's see what dialogue she had with Roy earlier. So there is nothing in the dialogue I can see that she somehow made clear with a slip of the tongue that she knows him, but I can have a look at my notebook. Yeah, I think I can point to this.
I don't believe you. You knew these men.
And how would you like to prove that, detective?
I would like to prove it with the Blue Room Pass.
You're out of your depth here, detective, and you're asking the wrong questions of the wrong people. Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer.
Yeah.
Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
And you're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words, Cole Phelps.
He's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cullen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
This is my private car, isn't it? So it's the yellow car we are following. Ooh. He's driven across the junction through the red light. Yeah, we better stop here. That's right. Hey guys, I need to go there too, quickly.
Move in. I risk losing the trail.
I'm as close as I dare.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Really? Okay. I like this car. It looks so nice. I like that modern cars with high-end devices are built like this, even if they are not aerodynamic, but they can have this vintage look. I would totally buy such a car. So, what is it? Why did she went in? Is it a drug dealer here, or is it where she lives? What did he find out?
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
See the dreamboat was on table 3?
Wait, who we are looking for? Mayor Cohen. That's a guy who Roy suspects is the drug dealer and has something to do with all this. Is this the Mickey C or something we saw in...
I just don't know how to dance.
Is it this
the
guy?
Meg, we're running.
Table 3?
Goddamn.
No.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was in Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Okay. Let's review the evidence quickly before I get into this. This may be very sensitive and delicate matter. So we found that Bo was having this in his Valor cigarettes from the shipment. Coolridge Hayes, theft of U.S. Army surplus material from SS. Yeah, we don't know nothing about that. And we know he knew he was a passenger. I haven't looked whether Mickey is there.
You're bright.
No, wrong question. No, wrong key. I mean,
your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
How do we prove that? That's a lie, but do I have a proof? I don't remember the names in the manifest there. All I can do is doubt, but I guess this won't help here.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it.
What is the H?
The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
A waitress will be with you in a moment, sir.
Well, he's 33. He looks like 10 years older. I mean, I'll be 33.
I believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolridge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Why wouldn't he know anything about that? We believe there is a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolridge. One of those Marines was shot to death in the club last night. How did... Why are we talking to him in the first place? Roy suggested it because he somehow knows the drug dealers here. You know who controls the drugs in this city. Well, it's like one of his big one of his bigger dealers was just shot. But how do we prove it? What evidence do we have? We have that these drugs found in that what is it? In the trombone case, or in the pockets of 20 syrettes were found from the owner. At the owners or the judge. Oh boy, but we have no proof that Mickey C was dealing them. I think I will doubt again.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus.
Yeah.
On every car. Go!
I'm totally the right guy to engage in this.
Coroner says it's going to take at least a week to get an idea.
With my hand pistol and bad aim, I can take down this guy with the automatic. Easy going there, no rush. How do I run, actually? I wish I knew how I run. You drive there. I don't have no idea where it is.
Do we know where we're going?
Of course, the shooting.
Shots fired. Any units to handle identified. Code 3.